Hey, welcome back. I'm Tim, and most recent movie that we did. Then we are the Flipper Flicks.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Did we do a movie?
I don't know. Did we?
I don't remember being on set.
No. Well, the review, watch.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah.
If you watch our little thing on Spotify, I commend thee.
Yeah.
I
Because it's not doing anything.
Yeah. Well, we watched Emily the Criminal, and we are not criminals. We are the Flipper Flicks. So
Yeah, I like it.
uh,
I was picking up what you were laying down.
Flipper Flicks the
Yeah.
podcast?
Flipper Flicks the podcast. Yeah.
Not Emily.
That's pretty good too. I guess I could have gone with that. Flipper Flicks the podcast would have been better than we are the pod. Whatever.
It's all good. We didn't brainstorm on this.
No, not a bit. Yeah, I guess I can dive right into it. This was AI suggestions, and I don't remember what everybody
Ooh,
picked.
Do you want me to tell you?
Sure, why not?
Do
Actually,
it.
I kind of do.
All right, so I picked the movie Troll.
This was all off
That's
of
right.
Pinocchio.
This is
Pinocchio,
based
right?
off of Pinocchio, yeah.
Pokemon.
Pinocchio.
We're going to the Poconos.
Poconos.
Which I want to just say you're welcome, because all of half the movies are Christmas movies on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other half are kids movies.
Mhm.
And then there's Troll.
True. Yeah, Troll.
So I picked
new
Troll.
one.
Yeah, the new
Yeah.
Troll movie.
Yeah.
And then Sam picked My Name is Vendetta,
Mm-hmm.
because
Right, yeah.
she had a bunch of movies that we had all already seen,
Basically, or Christmas movies.
or Christmas movies. And then
Well, the list I got pretty much, 21 Jump Street, Bullet Train, stuff like that. And I was like, well, we'd seen all those. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, and then there was a couple shows on there. I was like, can't do that.
Yeah, it was basically
And I
down
was-
to like the invitation, Emily the Criminal, the Big Four. For
I mean, I
sure.
was like so close to being like, oh yeah, easy, Bullet Train or
Yeah.
21, and I
Yeah.
like flipping a coin. Then I was like, no, I'll just do Emily the Criminal. Nuke just came out.
Yeah.
Why not? So that's how we ended up there. If you're curious,
Just
and
going through
also-
Netflix.
yeah. If you're curious on Netflix, the synopsis for this movie, there's two different ones, but they're pretty much the same. Well, how many there might be, I don't know. But Netflix, we're going with that one.
Okay.
All right. So, Emily the Criminal, 2022, 1 hour 36 minutes.
I thought it was
Saddled
1 hour
with
37.
student debt. I don't know.
Nice.
I was like, do we ever say that?
No, I just felt like being like dramatic about
Yeah.
it for some reason.
Directed
like
by,
it.
Staring
directed
at
by
it,
John
yeah.
Patton Ford.
Yeah, John Patton Ford, Aubrey Plaza, Theo Rossi, Megalyn Eshwanok. I did not expect that name. I don't know how to
Echikunwoke.
pronounce it.
Echikuna woke. Echi?
Yep, you got it. The synopsis.
Kunwoke.
I can't speak no good or read no well, so saddled with student debt and locked out of the job market, a woman gets involved in a credit card scams and is soon pulled deep into the world of crime.
Dun, dun, dun.
Crime stinks. Smell of
Wow.
penetration.
I was sitting here just hitting the wow buttons,
Yeah.
but they're
I
not
know you
coming
were.
in loud enough.
I could hear like every once in a while. I heard one there at the end. But,
So yeah, this movie is very similar to something we just watched a
Yeah.
few weeks ago.
oddly enough, yeah.
Shocked.
Buffaloed.
Upload.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, once we were like booting it up, I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's not that I was like not looking forward to watching it. It was more of, I'm watching the same thing.
Right, kind of felt that way.
Different
Yeah.
location, different actress.
Right, slightly different story, but
Yeah.
overall like the same plot.
Yeah, right.
But-
Love interest was a criminal instead of a lawyer. So there was
Right, yeah,
there's a
true.
big difference. Big
There you
difference.
go.
The brother, there's no brother in this one. There's just an asshole cousin.
yeah,
So there's your differences.
there's your differences. You nailed it.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's it, right? Review over.
I know. We out.
But
Yeah.
you don't know who we are because none of us said our names.
Oh, I'm
And
Adam.
I've just been sitting on that little fact for a little bit. I'm like, how do I tell them that nobody said their name yet?
I don't know who you people are, but I already said mine.
After I remind you.
I have
Yeah.
no idea. I'm pretty sure I said mine, but
His name is only 2 letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, YM. Pronounced
Mhm.
Tim.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, you don't get to know. I'm
What's
just
your
kidding.
name?
She is
I'm Sam.
Sam the podcaster.
Yeah.
Sam the
The
Disney
one and
wearer.
only.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, there's no other podcasters named Sam.
Absolutely not.
Not a single one. Can't prove it. Can't prove me
Yeah.
wrong. Can't say it, you know.
And like, I didn't do
Oh,
a
man.
background check on you, but can you tell me why you're a
Ooh.
podcaster?
Ooh.
Because I
Because
got
that
bored
was-
during the pandemic.
No, that was I'm sorry. That was a kind of a weird thing in the movie very early on.
Yeah.
She's interviewing with somebody and she's like, he was like, I see you have a felony. What is it? We didn't do a background check. JK, we did.
Yeah.
I was like, well, we want to make sure you're honest, but you weren't honest. Like, what the
Right.
fuck?
Kind of a weird process there.
Well, we just want to make sure you're honest. Goes both ways, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he seemed offended when, like, I don't know. Her interview process, I respect a lot. Because,
I mean, she just wasn't up for being bullied at all.
Yeah,
like it happened
basically.
throughout the film.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the internship, like, oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
no, good on her for that for sure. Like,
Yeah.
She goes on like not a rant because a rant has a bad connotation, but
I
don't
mean,
know.
she's just telling her everything other people are thinking.
yeah,
is the whole idea on
exactly.
that, in my opinion.
And like her whole first part was like, I had all this debt and like I need to pay it. Like that's why I
Right.
need a good job. Well, this is unpaid.
I don't even
Yeah.
like see her at fault there because her friend's a piece of shit, right?
Oh yeah,
like
she could have
Yeah,
told her.
she
could have
is.
told
I mean-
her because she had her show her all the things. Like you could have been like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is an internship," and like
An unpaid one.
I put it way more on the friend than on Emily because I'd be pissed too.
I
You're
agree.
basically wasting my time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, she strung her along for years. It
That
seemed
too,
like.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just always. Well, she even called her out. She said, "Did you talk to her?" It's like that already tells you that your friend probably,
Hasn't done it before and has promised it.
yeah, or said she's talked to her or something, and it didn't, pushed her off again. It almost seemed like the vibe where she didn't actually, like, she wasn't a friend as much as like, I don't know. It's hard to can't give the words for what I'm thinking. She.
Co-works in life.
Acquaintances.
It's not an
It's
acquaintance.
No,
not an
not a
acquaintance,
She's
yeah.
they're friends, but like to the point where she's like not willing to try and get her friend that job for real.
Frenemy.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
even a frenemy. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like
Non-committal friend.
yeah.
Garbage friend. I don't
Garbage
know.
friend.
Yeah, it's tough to.
But this whole thing, like the whole plot of this movie isn't about her getting this internship.
No.
It's about her using credit cards and janky old machines.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, old machines.
To stamp the credit card and make
Oh, yeah.
credit card. Yeah.
And stealing a car.
Yeah.
That was fancy looking. What car was that?
That escalated.
The BMW.
I knew the blue one was a BMW.
They both were.
Was it? For some weird reason I couldn't see the emblem. Maybe it was pixelated on ours.
Who's
I-
to say?
I thought I was gonna be real fancy, like she was gonna get like a Bentley.
Mm.
Yeah, that seemed like a kind of sketchy used car dealership.
That's
to
what
me
I
in
was
the
gonna
first
say,
place.
yeah.
Is that what it was? So like they have like high mileage BMWs for sale or some shit. You know.
You gotta
Yeah.
walk past all the exotic animals to get to the car
Right?
dealer.
No, yeah, that's definitely how I felt with how the guys were acting and stuff. But well, back to her friend. I had this written down. I was just looking at it.
Because she's the worst.
Well, they go to the bar or whatever. And she's like, okay, I'll have one, and then like she's doing cocaine in the bathroom with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slippery slope, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently.
Dude, but and like Emily fucking watches her dog for her.
Yeah. Dog almost gets dog napped though.
Dude, I was about done
Dog.
with that
I was
movie.
like, oh shit, yeah. I was like, no.
I was like, there's no fucking way this is gonna happen.
I thought she was gonna replace the dog with another dachshund. You guys didn't
Oh
think
my
that? Like she's gonna go back to the exotic pet dealer and get a dachshund.
Right.
Nah, see, I just kind of figured it would end like she would get it back, but I was like, or she wouldn't get it back, and then she would
Yeah.
have to be, and her friend would be pissed at her.
Even
Yeah.
though her friend's already garbage, as we have said.
Right.
But it was another interaction you didn't want to see with the friend, basically.
I kind of thought, well, like obviously she broke 2 rules of Youcef's.
Yeah, what the fuck? She didn't listen at all.
No,
like she
she
only got
didn't.
3 rules and she broke 2 of them.
Which part of me was thinking that the cousin was setting them up. Like she didn't actually
yeah.
go. Like he obviously was, but like I
Right.
thought it was gonna come out that she didn't end up going to the same store twice.
Oh, okay.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And like he's just doing it to piss to
I wouldn't have been surprised if that's
Yeah.
like something that happened.
oh yeah.
But
He was a turd monkey.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was. But I was just more like, really? It wasn't that hard to follow the set of rules, in my opinion. Like, there's a couple rules and then you couldn't even do both of them. So, aye. What a mess.
I have a couple quotes. One of them is a great out of
Your
context.
quote.
I am
I don't know.
Adam the quote.
Yeah, there you go.
The quote. I was gonna say it.
No, so I have one that is funny and then one that's just like I'm just gonna start making out of context quotes because they're funny.
Sure.
So you want to help put ice cubes on my face?
Yeah, I had that
Oh,
one
yeah.
written down too.
That was great. Yeah.
I did really like Youcef.
I did too.
Is he alive
He's
at
great.
the end? I don't know.
I assume not, but I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the dude hit him like
Rather
right at
hard.
the base of the head,
Yeah.
and that's why he was in that kind of state, and that's pretty much where your medulla is. So.
Yeah.
Is that where with the boxer short? Yeah, it was an Osmosis Jones joke because it's the thing
Yeah.
that hangs in the back of your throat. But he says it's the thing that hangs in the back of your boxer shorts or whatever, and then he's like, no.
I was like, what is Tim talking about?
That's what he says. He's like, it's the thing
We
that hangs
watched
in
it
your
for the
boxer
pod.
shorts. Yeah.
I know, but I don't remember that now. But yeah, I mean, I was just sad that she
That's
left.
the right body part.
No.
That's the
No, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just tell you no.
I don't
You
know.
were
I was
sad.
sad that she left him. I was like, that's kind of a dick move, but I'm not shocked.
What is
by
the
her.
name of the movie?
Emily the Criminal.
I
Yeah.
was right. Yeah, I was right.
Nice. Jinx.
Well, yeah, I mean, when she's getting ready to leave, you're like, I'm sitting there thinking, just get him out of the car real quick so somebody
Yeah.
can find him.
Exactly.
Because him sitting in the car is not going to do him any good. Like
I know.
he's toast if he sits in the car. So I assume he died,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
which
did
is
too.
probably why the cops, were going to her place and stuff like that. I mean,
Exactly.
obviously the cousin would try and get
Her
some
arrested,
sort of,
yeah.
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 But
Dude, I didn't think that money was gonna be in the fridge.
I didn't either.
I didn't either. Yeah, I did not expect to actually be there.
I was like, no fucking way this is gonna be in the fridge.
Yeah. And then
Why would you do it?
yeah. And then he gets hit and she basically is like, "Oh yeah, you can speak or whatever." And she just basically makes him call his own ambulance. I was like, rough. Rough for that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
You get what you get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, but like so her job, like her actual day-to-day job.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
delivering-
catering.
Yeah. I've been to corporate lunches. Nobody
Yeah.
stares at the people that bring in the food.
That's true.
No, not really.
Like,
Usually you're not even like in the same room with them. Like,
yeah.
they're setting up like somewhere and then you go in there after they're done or something. It's not
Yeah.
usually, or they're in the back of the room. Nobody, everybody's mingling. Nobody's over there like,
Like glaring
Yeah.
and judging. I know what it's for.
I mean, I might, but
Well, you're
I like
judging like
You're judging the food.
you're judging the
Yeah.
food. You're not judging the humans
right.
bringing out the food.
Yeah, I thought that was really crazy. And then I also thought it was crazy that they needed 2 people because I was like, I just feel like it's a one-person job, but
Right.
whatever. Maybe it's complicated.
Well, like she was saying that she doesn't do late night deliveries, and I felt like they were like, I felt as if the film was setting it up so that she assaulted somebody in more of a self-defense manner.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Not like a domestic violence sort of thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
I thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be something where like, hey, somebody like tried to attack me on the street and I beat the living shit
Right.
out of them.
Yeah.
Well, you see her full personality come out there, though, is where she's like, I didn't go far enough and scare him.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, you're actually kind of fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
'Cause this-
Which
Yeah.
works with my out of context quote. We're serious
Yeah.
people.
I was gonna say, serious people don't have to say that they're serious people.
Yeah, exactly.
like-
Whenever somebody like describes them in such a way like that, like I am the king, no king has to say they're the king.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah. Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did feel like We're Serious People was like, I don't know. That was an interesting piece of dialogue.
It was kind of, yeah. Out of all of the writing, that one was kind of like, nah.
Yeah, I
dropped the
know.
ball on it. That almost felt like they're like, she needs to say something here, but
Yeah.
we don't know what.
Like
And they
she
couldn't
needs
come
to
up with something
demonstrate
better.
that she's serial about this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's
And
like,
she's pissed off that they're
Yeah.
not taking
Yeah.
her seriously.
yeah, we're serious people. We're serious
Oh, man.
podcast.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a some chain that has serious people, serious eats or something like that?
Oh, I have no idea. That sounds like one though.
That does. I don't know.
Somebody's got to
Good
look it
question.
up and let us know.
I currently have a cat on my lap, so I can't.
I feel like in all of these movies, this one, Buffaloed, films like this, I know it's for plot purposes, but has nobody heard the story of Icarus?
Right?
They
Right.
fly too close to the sun and always lose because of it.
Yeah. I feel like she could have, followed the rules. Follow
Right.
the rules.
It's very
but
simple
also,
rule. What are the
What are the rules?
But she could have easily just like kept selling the TVs or something, you know what I mean? And just like,
And she did.
and kept her catering job and like,
Yeah.
you know, kept it pretty simple.
She did keep it all. She's just doing it in South America now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we knew she was gonna end up there.
Yeah.
Like after she said it, like we were like, okay, she's gonna go down there. I did not expect her to start the same thing up. I
I
thought she
know.
No,
was
I
gonna settle
thought she
down
was
and do
gonna-
her art.
Yeah, right?
that would
It
have been.
seemed like she had a shitload of money.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
been logical.
And what is happening? Cat. She opened my phone and
Right.
wrote a paragraph.
So it turns out Tim uses facial recognition and he's just a cat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Stuff on my computer.
Your pewter?
She wrote a paragraph.
Oh,
Dang, that's a lot.
What the shit, cat?
you'll have to send it to us later.
Oh my gosh.
I'm deleting it right now.
She's
I
an
think it's
evil
just. I
genius.
think she just hit the. I think she just hit like the voice thing, and so it just was
Oh.
listening to us.
Oh. No, but I was expecting her to do her art, and I am interested in like the logistics of how she is just randomly set up in South America, and she's able to get all those. Like, did she take the machine with her? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there's a
what
lot
I
of
mean. Like-
question marks.
Like she didn't get. She got the numbers from them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she has no idea how to get those numbers.
right.
So it's like, what?
I know. It's weird.
He never
It's
showed her
wild.
that, or at least we don't see it. So
He just
Yeah.
is like, oh, I just do it in the background and hit some buttons, and then he has all these numbers, and I'm like, sketchy.
I mean, it looked like Notepad plus plus of like, here's
Yeah,
the number, here's
that
the
or, like,
name.
Vim.
Yeah.
yeah.
some important text editing tool.
it's just a multi-step process. Like there's one crime committed to steal the numbers, and then the numbers
Exactly.
are sold to them, or they are part of the process to get the numbers, and then they use, they make the fake credit card stuff like that.
So what you're saying, it's like you have this middleman that sells you credit card numbers, or
Mm-hmm.
people that owe debt,
Mm-hmm.
like their name and number, just like in
Mhm.
Buffaloed.
I was wondering
Just
where
like
you were
in
going
Buffalo.
with
Yeah,
this.
I
was
knew where
like,
you were going with that.
"Dit,
Yeah.
dit, 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 dit."
It's just such an odd, like what's weird is like, not to compare and contrast completely, but like that Buffaloed is a lot more comedic.
Oh yeah, this one
lighthearted.
was like
Yeah,
more.
There's lots more ups to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
This one
I mean, I think
actually was concerned.
Charisma overall. Yeah, exactly. Like this one was more dark, but yeah, Buffalo, I think it was just more charismatic overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like you go into that movie being like, okay, she's gonna win. Pegger is going to win. While in this one, you're like, Emily the criminal. I don't know if you're gonna win. Are you going to be Emily the criminal because you get
Right.
convicted at the end?
That's what I was expecting.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting, like that it ends kind of happily ever after.
Yeah. And it was definitely like way more stressful
up.
throughout. Like when they showed up at her house, I was like, and they were ready to take the dog, I was like, oh man, this is not at all the same tone as Buffalo.
Nope.
Right. No. Yeah.
Goddamn.
It's a crazy, crazy world. So this movie actually won 6 awards and was nominated for 19 others.
That's surprising.
The critics gave it a 94%. Audience gave it a 79%. IMDb with a 6.7 out of 10. And Google with a 78.
Prove it.
That's kind of low for
I
Google.
can. Like, that's actually pretty easy to prove, bro.
I know.
All right, Tim, as the picker of the film, what did the algorithm spit out?
Overall, it told me to flip it off. I did 3s for pretty much everything except for plot and acting. I gave 4s. I thought those were, while it's a similar story to other movies, it's took a different direction. I didn't expect it to end the way it did.
Yeah.
So that's where the bump up kind of goes. So I was like, I did expect her to leave him, but I didn't expect her to end up in South America. I thought she was
doing the same thing.
And then it was just going to close, her in jail. But yeah, and then again, doing the same thing. I was like, okay, it's kind of better. She's finally doing her art and she's back to it already.
Yeah.
So,
not Emily the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I stop and watch this movie again? No. One and done. I mean, I think I feel the same way with Buffalo. Just go watch Wolf of Wall Street or something, but it's completely. It depends on your style for this sort of film.
Yeah.
Each one has its own little flair that somebody might like more than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's worth to watch some people, but I just wasn't anything spectacular for me, so flip it off.
Yeah. And for me, I had the dialogue, music, plot, acting, and vibe as a 4. I enjoyed the shadiness. I don't know. It was a nice kind of foil to the other film, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And as far as dialogue goes, I was going back and forth on the 3, 4 because of the "we're serious people" line.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't think felt like the dialogue was fine and the music made me feel tense. So I was like, okay. And then my cinematography and pacing was a 3. Now I have it stopping at a hotel, but I do know that one I was playing with it because I could see the final outcome of flipping on, flipping off, and that was my pendulum swing.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I'd stop, so it's a flip on for me. But as you said, Tim, there are lots of other movies that are similar to this. I enjoyed this one. I really liked. I thought the chemistry between Aubrey Plaza and Theo Rossi was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Theo. I'm like, you should do more stuff.
Yeah.
Because Aubrey Plaza gets plenty, and she should continue to get plenty.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just watched her in The White Lotus, and that was a lot of fun.
I need to watch that. Yeah.
You do.
Do 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 do. That music is a 6 out of 5, maybe a 7.
100.
It's on HBO, right?
Yeah.
Check that out.
Nice. So I put most of my algorithm as not applicable. And
Really?
Yeah, because so I'll give you my
Spiel.
but we do agree on some things. So I put the only things I did actually rate were plot, acting, and pacing, and I put those. I think it's a 4. But my general thought on this movie is that it's remarkably meh, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's nothing about it that's memorable. I'll probably forget I watched this movie in a few months, but I feel like it's a movie that you have a group of people and you need to appease and put something on the TV, and so you're okay, maybe this will work because this guy's into crime action movies. This guy likes Aubrey Plaza. It's just one of those movies that I feel like you end up on and you didn't actually mean to be there. And so for me, it's a flip off. I think it was a little bit harsher than I would have said. It was basically oh boy, that was a film, I guess. But yeah, I don't see myself watching it again because it was just, there's other films that do the same thing, but also, I don't know. There wasn't anything amazing about it.
Right. Nothing spectacular about it.
Yeah.
Now, if someone is oh, I'm kind of interested in a criminal movie and I really like Aubrey Plaza, yeah, I'll be oh, have you seen Emily the Criminal?
Yeah,
That's
maybe there's a niche market for it that just is vibing.
Well, and that's the thing in talking about Aubrey is we
People
watch
love her.
movies, and I will watch movies with my favorite actors in them and
Yeah.
love them, even if they're trash usually.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I just like watching that person. So, I mean, that could easily be this kind of movie.
Exactly.
somebody, yeah.
Exactly. So, but moving on to next week. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and spin it.
Do it.
All right, so I got wordplay. All right, I'm going to
Nice.
put you both on the spot here. What are my words for the week?
Well, I'm sitting right across from a bookshelf, so I'm going to go with book. And Tim looks like he's under so much pressure. What you going to pick?
Pressure.
Under pressure. We talk about flipping so much that flip a coin, do a coin.
Nice.
So I got to find a film that has a book and a coin in it.
I feel like that's an easy one. We're
Yeah.
lowballing you here.
Yeah, a little easier than in days of old.
Yeah. We're not creative today, I guess.
Hey, creative enough.
Right.
Flipper Flicks, the creatives.
Whoa. If you like this episode, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FlipperFlix. I guess we don't have to say it anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm old. Follow along, see what we're doing. Interact if you'd like to.
Yeah, hit us up there. I don't know. You can also give us recommendations on other of those sites, or you can go to our website at www.flipperflix.com. Yeah, we do a couple recommendations each season, so we just love we're trying to pander right now. We're trying to get you to come to our website, give us some clicks, and recommend us a movie because, we're going to have to pick those eventually, and more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
You can also, speaking of pandering, you can also rate and review us on Apple, Spotify now. Oh, we also do polls there occasionally. So that's always fun.
Answer Adam's questions.
Answer all of my questions, God damn it.
And if you're wondering, when can I catch these fools? You can catch us at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. We're on Spotify, as Adam mentions, where he does his polls. We're on Apple, Google, Amazon. I believe you can subscribe on the various platforms, and that way you'll get like a push notification or it'll come right into your queue. So that way you don't ever have to look at the clock on Thursday. It'll just be there for you.